Hey MCC, as we get ready for Christmas, we'd love to have you join us for our MCC Christmas Choir to help lead our Sunday morning worship on December 10th. Think of it as all of us gathering around the piano singing Christmas carols and worship songs we know and love. Now if you love Christmas music and love to sing, why don't you join us? You can register on the Church Center app and we'll send you the songs that we'll be singing. We have 3 practices to get ourselves sort of tuned up and ready to go. And the first one is coming soon on Tuesday, November 21st. We're looking forward to raising our voices together, so come join us. Now as we get ready for this Sunday, the church in Corinth was like other churches in the first century in that they met at night and had a tradition of gathering for a church fellowship supper prior to their worship service. Now apparently their pitch-in dinners provided not only an occasion for fellowship, but gave the wealthy a chance to share their abundance with the poor. That might have been the best meal some of the slaves and unemployed members would have all week. Then, after the meal, they had a worship service and served communion. But over the course of time, as it often happens, what was intended for good deteriorated into irreverence. The rich got tired of waiting for the late arriving slaves who worked until sunset, so they just ate early, leaving only the scraps for the poor. Others got to bickering among themselves over who really ran the church, and they split up into separate cliques that always ate together. And then some drank so much wine at the fellowship meal that they got drunk. When the worship time came, they were so inebriated that the Lord's Supper was meaningless. And while we don't tend to have those problems, there is potential for a problem today. Perhaps you've experienced it. Communion can become just another thing we do without really thinking about why we do it or why it's so important. So this week, Mike will be sharing how Paul reminds us how we take communion is important to God. This week we continue our 1 Corinthians Part 5 reading plan. It'll take us through the month of November, and if you weren't able to begin last week, you still have time to read it all the way through. Hey, this weekend, whether you're with us online or on campus, we're looking forward to seeing you.